Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. वर्णाश्रमाचा अभिमान श्रुतीचा तो दास जाण, हा अभिमान जाता पूर्ण मुकुटमणी श्रुतीचा तो. As long as we are holding any status as an individual, we are obliged to fulfill our duties without any complaints. This is the foundation of spiritual life. Varnashrama's abhimana. If we think ourselves to be somebody, Varnashrama's abhimana in simple words will be somebody. Who is that somebody? We are mother, father, brother, sister. We are officer, subordinate. We are servants. Whatever is our position in life, see, till then we must fulfill all that. If not, in old age these two problems happen to most of the people. One problem is the regrets of the omissions, what we should not have omitted when we were young, those regrets. And regrets of commissions, what we should not have done, that we have done. Two things. And in the old age, we have to live 24 hours a day. Therefore, all the time is available because we are not keeping ourselves busy, occupied. Then the mind keeps us occupied. Then we start with the burden of regrets. See? This is most important thing, friends. Therefore, keep yourself occupied till the last day. Empty mind is devil's workshop. It has to be occupied. Therefore, Varnashrama's abhimana shruti sato dasa jana. Dasa means servant. Whatever we are obliged to do it. If we are supposed to go for our work at 7:30, so if we go, we will not be appreciated. If you don't go, then you will be punished. If you are following the traffic rules, you will not be appreciated. The police will not stop your car and say, "Oh, Dhanyavad, you are driving so nice." He will not say. But if you do a mistake, you will be punished. We are all punished for our mistakes. And mistakes are these two. See, the regrets of wrong commissions and the regrets of right omissions in our life. Now, these commissions and omissions are not decided by us. They are decided by the position that we hold. Once I was appointed in a university. So, I went with the appointment letter to the head of the university. He said, "Why you have come? So tell me what I have to do." "Why you don't know?" I said, "No, I don't know." "Show your appointment letter." I showed. When that person typed that appointment letter, he forgot my position to be written. Now, without the proper position, what work I have, how do I know? Then he checked and he said, "Watchman, go and stand there." See, friends. Therefore, as long as varnashrama abhimana shruti sato dasa jana. Now, this being a servant is not a punishment. It is a way to unload the burden of individuality. When we are in deep sleep, we are nobody. Therefore, we have no responsibility. And therefore, can we say somebody, "Hey, you are allowed to sleep here, but you should not snore"? The snoring is not in his or her hand. Therefore, this should be clear in our life. Now, once this is over, then ha abhimana jata purna. Once you discard this notion that I am somebody, then you are respected by everybody in the world. Raticha Mukutamani. This is the ultimate. Mukutamani is the ultimate. Shrutica of the scriptures, Veda. Meaning what? When we allow the divine to express through us, we are different. When we express ourselves, ignoring the divinity that we are, then we are the slaves. How simple it is. Seeing is happening in the totality, in Paramatma. There are two creations. One is Isha Srishti, God's creation. Second is Jiva Srishti, our creation. In Isha Srishti, there are no miseries. In Jiva Srishti, there is nothing but misery. What is the difference? So God created the world, His creation. He also created the sense organs required for coming in contact with the world. So, there is no misery in the worldly objects. There is no misery in the sense organs. When I see, where is the samsara? Seeing is happening. But here, we are born. I don't like it. I like it. Samsara begins. See how simple rules we have told you. Dekho, suno, mat bolo. Seeing and hearing is happening in God's creation. But then we react. And the reaction is in terms of words. This is so simple. And therefore, Mukutamani Shruti Sato, meaning what? We are Jivan Mukta. A Jivan Mukta is left with no obligations to the world. Hey, friends. So whatever is to be done is being done. That's it. So when I am a government servant, if I have to go to the work and do my work, it's not something great. If you do not do, then there is the punishment. Therefore, we have to clearly understand that it is in our interest that we keep silent, but we perform what is obliged to be performed in life. When we thus go through life, one more problem comes. The problem is we go beyond the limits in our life. Going beyond limits means what? Okay. There are two things. One is possession, second is belonging. Possessions are burden. Belonging is freedom. I told you my spiritual practice, learn from every experience. Earlier, when I used to travel, to avoid waiting on the belt to get the luggage, I used to carry with me. But then you have to drag it and take it and put it up there. And again, there will be no space. Then move this, that, lot of struggle. And then again, when you have to go back, so again you have to drag it all the way. And sometimes the airports are so big, the size of Hyderabad, it doesn't end. Then one day God gave me wisdom. Why are you possessive of your bag? Check it up. So since I started checking in the bag, now relax. See? This principle is जो थारी राय सो मारी राय. Yesterday also I told you, nothing happens in our life which is uncalled for. Every single event in our life is necessary for our evolution. But then we become possessive, then suffer. Therefore, we have to belong to Him. And when we belong to Him, we have no complaint, we have no expectations. Then what is the life? Life is a time pass. In time pass, nobody suffers. See? Like you come here for time pass. Here you have no responsibility, whether you hear or you don't hear. I am not telling listen. Time pass हो जाता है. Now, for this understanding, the teacher goes further. Dehi asoni videhatva karma karoni akartrutva sarva bhogoni abhoktrutva aise samartya jnanache. The greatness of knowledge and wisdom is this. What we can communicate through silence is more effective than what we can communicate through words. Because when the words are heard, the meaning of the word depends on the attitude of the person who is listening those words. Like, for example, just to make the whole process light-hearted, we have to give some light examples. And one of the light example is husband-wife. And in those examples, it is said, poor husband is tortured by the wife. The way this is said, one lady after my lecture came as if to kill me. Why you are making fun of ladies? I said, because they are funny. He became more angry. That those who do not understand the fun, what can you talk to them? No, 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 you have to explain. I said, Mama, don't take life seriously. Has anybody ever condemned the woman as a mother, condemned the woman as a sister, condemned the woman as a grandmother? No. And as a wife is not condemned for entertainment. Otherwise, life will become very serious all the time. Therefore, Dehi Asoni Videhatva. We all have to function as somebody, but we do not function under the influence of somebody. I'll tell you in one sentence what we have to learn. We have to learn freedom from I. There cannot be freedom for I. This should be clear. We are all struggling to get freedom for I. Now let us understand what is the meaning of freedom for I. I am married, so I have a wife. And as a husband, I am miserable. So I will keep on thinking, what to do, yaar? I am so miserable, I am so miserable. So I want freedom for I. Then what will I do? I will keep on thinking. Kill the wife? No, it's not good. Then divorce? Then I divorce. Now who divorced? Man divorced or the husband divorced? So when I divorce, I am no more husband. So I have discovered freedom for I, the husband. No freedom from I. Freedom from I. Again, the same example, I am a man, got married, I am a husband. The freedom from I means what? Freedom from husband. So how to get freedom from husband? Don't take wife seriously. Then how to leave Karnataka? How simple it is? In the relations, you cannot get absolute happiness. You will get relative happiness. Be friends. In the same manner, in the relative world, there is no solution perfect for any issue. It is not possible. And in the absolute, there is no issue to be sorted out. We don't have to do anything. In the silence, you discover this truth. We are all the time struggling to get freedom for I. Now, how to convert the freedom for I to freedom from I? Freedom for I to freedom from I. Become silent, isn't it? Just think coolly, you will get the answer. And for that, our mantra tells you. What is the mantra? Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%. Now, for whom is? the duties. The duties are for somebody. Are we only one? No, we are many. In the office, we are officer or subordinate. On the road, we are driver. With the brother, we are brother. With the wife, we are husband. So are we one? Or we are a poultry farm? See? So what is the meaning of freedom from I and freedom for I? Our understanding is freedom for I. Then I want. Things should be like this thing. If it is not like this thing, I get agitated. The freedom from I means what? See, whatever duties I am supposed to do that and relax. Don't carry the burden of success or failure on your head. Then you have got freedom from this world. This is called freedom for I. Therefore, how to do that? Dehi asoni videhatva. When we are living through the body, yet let us try to avoid our association with the body as much as we can. Say, I have got a car. The car is for what? For going to here and there. But if I all the time talk about my car, which is your car? My car is Maruti. Mine is BYD. Oh, what is that? You don't know? It's the latest one. So I is born. So, how we become identified with the body? We start talking about our possessions and relations. And what is the personality? Personality is possessions and relations. And therefore, elderly people have always complaints about the youngsters. These days, the youngsters don't respect the elders. Because who is old, body or you? And what is our contribution for the age of the body? Zero. And yet that abhiman, this is said here that dehi asoni videhatva. Therefore, we have to again and again recognize ourselves that whatever we are doing, we are not obliging anybody in this world. If you want to get freedom from this disease of obligation, I have obliged. No. It is our need. Remember this principle, very simple. Whatever we do in our life, nobody needs it. It is our need. When we are living in this world as our need, we are not obliging to anybody. Not only that, we will have humility, not arrogance. So, dehi asoni videhatva. So, for that, try to avoid reference with reference to the body. What are the references? Number one, age. Name, place, past, with reference to body. Like yesterday, after our lecture in RK Mission, one of the Swamis, I do not know who he was, They were sitting in the audience. He came when I was walking toward the car. Somebody, what is your age? I said 16. All other questions stopped. Is it necessary to know about anybody anything? Now see, we assess, we look at the world, what we take ourselves to be. When I take myself to be a man, what is the world for me? Man and woman. Are the scriptures addressed to the gender? But then, what a terrible chaos on that issue. See, friends, because the basics are not clear and nobody can help us. You know, one of the difficulties or one of the problems that we all go through in our life, we have studied, we have heard satsanga, we have studied Vedanta, all Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, and what not, everything we have heard. But we have never practiced in our life. Like reading the menu, your hunger will not go. See, friend, you know, like addiction happens to everything. Like there is addiction for smoking, drinking, tea, talking, not talking. Similarly, addiction for satsanga. How is that satsanga addiction? One person came and asked me, Swamiji, this happened in Vrindavan. Swamiji, yes. Why Rama killed Vali hiding behind a tree? So he must have heard Ramayana. And then he has to raise some question. I said, I don't know. And I don't want to know. No, but then how we will know? I said, don't know. When I don't know, you also don't know. How does it matter? No, I'll tell you. He told me that Wali had a boon that when anybody comes in front of him, his 50% energy will be transferred to Wali by Bluetooth. And therefore, Wali will be always more powerful than the enemy and he will be never defeated. Then this was known to Bhagwan Ram. Then that is why Bhagwan Ram killed him like that. I said, when you know, why did you ask me? No, because you do not know, you can tell others. I said, now I will tell you. Why? When this happened, Rama had no issue. Wali had no issue. Why you have issue? See? Are we studying satsanga? Is it for showing our wisdom to the world? How many Upanishads are there? I don't know. See, friend, be attentive. There is one Upanishad, Sannyas Upanishad. In that Upanishad, there is one mantra. And the mantra is Na prishtaha kasyachid bruyat na cha anyayena cha pruchataha janan apihi medhavi jadavan lokam acharet. Na prishtaha kasyachid bruyat. When the person who is asking the question, if his intentions are not pure, don't talk. See? When we go to gain knowledge, are we assessing the person? Questions have got different shades. One shade of the question is, we want to examine. In the school, the teacher asks, okay, now you tell. Yes, yes, sir. What is the capital of India? Now the student said, sir, you don't know? Sir, you don't know even this? You don't know this? Who made you teacher? So when this question was asked, that what is the capital of India, it was a question to examine the student. One shade. Second shade is to tell that I know this. The third shade is, you don't know even this. Evaluating somebody. Therefore, Upanishad clearly says, Na pruttaha kasyachir bruyat. Raja pruchaya. And if he is asking, if the intentions are not inquiry, jidnyasa, then janan api, although one knows, jadavan lokamachare, that principle I follow. I don't know. And this Mahamantra I learned from the NRI children, Indian NRI children from USA. They are my guru. You ask any American children, they cannot talk one sentence clearly. In between A, U, E. Our Gayatri mantra is what? Tat savitur varenyam bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachad. This is a Gayatri mantra. But before chanting Gayatri, we add Vyahruti 3. Om bhur bhu swaha. And then Tat savitur varenyam. In the same manner, you ask them, hey, what do you think you will pursue in your life after your schooling is over? A, U, E, Om, Bhur, Bhu, Swaha. And thereafter, I don't know. That I don't know is such a powerful mantra. After that, no question comes. So, they being my guru, I follow that mantra. What is that? I don't know. One more example how the study of scriptures destroy us if we do not practice them in life. Again, this happened in USA. Many years before, I was somewhere and somewhere they have invited me for lunch. For lunch, I can go anywhere. Yesterday also, I drove 500 kilometers to have one bite. So, I said, come on, let us start food. So about between 20 of them, no Swamiji, he is so and so, and he has come from India, and he has been teaching us Bhagavad Gita for last 6 months. So I said, okay, then I will also hear from you. Sir, please talk. I would like to learn from you. He said, no, you talk on 2nd chapter of Gita. He was such a Gambhirananda. So I thought, I should be very serious about him. We must match. So I finished 2nd chapter in half an hour. Over, now give food. Papi पेट के लिए सब करना पड़ता है. Then he said, I got question. I said, no, I don't enter in question answers. At least you have to answer one question. So I thought, he is imported from India. So I had to respect him. Andho mein Kana Raja, you know that? So he asked, only one question. I said, okay. How many verses are attributed to Dhritarashtra, Sanjay, Arjun, and Bhagwan Sri Krishna? So I invoke my Guru. I don't know. No, you are avoiding. I said, really, I don't know. He became, very uncomfortable. I said, he is against Atithi Devo Bhava. So I said, okay, let me tell you. One verse to Dhritarashtra. You have studied, isn't it? Now you tell me. एक सवाल तुम करो, एक सवाल मैं करूं, हर सवाल का सवाल ही जवाब हो. Now tell me. What happened to Dhritarashtra after listening Bhagavad Gita? What happened to Sanjay after listening Bhagavad Gita? What happened to Arjun after listening Bhagavad Gita? And what happened to you after listening Bhagavad Gita? Tell me. This is not written in Bhagavad Gita. See, friends, therefore, study of scriptures is not for evaluating this or that. Then I told one verse to Dhritarashtra. And not a single verse is attributed to Sri Krishna, Bhagavan Sri Krishna. He nearly jumped out of the skin. What? I said, yes. How can you say like that? And show me your Gita. He showed Gita. The show where it is written, Sri Bhagavan Krishna Uvacha. Bhagavan Uvacha. Bhagavan could be anybody. Bhagavan Abad Marshi. Bhagavan Vasudevananda Saraswati. See? There was one Hindi cinema actor, Bhagavan. Which Bhagavan? Nowhere it is written in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Sri Krishna Uvacha. And he himself also says, Ajopi sannavya atma bhutanam ishvaropi san. The one who delivered Bhagavad Gita was not Bhagavan Krishna. See? Ajaha api, unborn though, Bhagavan Krishna was born. When we do not study the scriptures and dive deep in the eloquence of silence, the truth is revealed. See, friend, therefore, what is simplest way of leading spiritual life? Silently. We don't have to prove anything to anybody. Number one, Dehi Asoni Videhatva. So do not refer anything with reference to your body unless it is officially required. We don't want to know anything about anybody. What is there to know? Blocking our memory. Storage is blocked. No. Second thing, karma karoni akartrutva. See, this also we have to understand. What is the difference between karma and kriya? Again, through one example. You know, when they give me food, if there are 5, 6, 7 of them, these Mahamayas, and they will not take along with me. No, sir, you take first. So if you survive, then we will take. And then they will be standing like Vivekananda pose. You can imagine when you are taking food, somebody is watching you. How comfortable it is. Yesterday when we went to take food somewhere, I told both of them, I said, you sit there. Don't come near. Okay. See, you are watching how I eat. Look, that's it. How uncomfortable it is, somebody is watching you. So, they were all watching, standing. Swami is taking food. Then, I took the chapati, took a dip in the dal. Dal didn't come. Then, sabji, everything, made a bite. Then, I took that bite up. My attention was not at the bite, at them. Their attention was at the bite. And as the bite was going nearer my mouth, their mouth started opening. It happens. Then I saw that crocodile. I said, Mama, you come. So of all, she was invited, called. And then I said, Mama, my rule is, before I eat, I offer it to Bhagwan Sri Krishna. And today you are my Bhagwan Sri Krishna. Okay? So eat. I gave her. After that was over, my food was over. She came crying, Swamiji, what will happen now? I said, nothing will happen. I didn't ask why. Never ask why to anybody. Cut the question there itself. I said, no, it's okay. No. Do you know what happened? I said, I do not know. I don't want to know. It's highest spiritual practice. We don't want to know anything about anybody. Other than complaint, there is nothing. You know, today is Ekadashi and you gave me the food to eat. Now what will happen? I say, you go to hell. Now come to the point. I have eaten food. So eating food has become a karma. Action plus doership is karma. Now the food has gone in your stomach. There are three options. Food is digested, constipation, dysentery or diarrhea. So when the food is digested, it is punya. When the food is having constipation, it is a sin. If it is a dysentery, it is a maha sin, maha pap. No. Because in the process of digestion, I is not involved. I am digesting. This thought doesn't come. But small little things are done and we have to have. I have done this. This is the meaning. Karma karoni akartrutva. This has a basis in Bhagavad Gita. Ma karma phala hetur bhuhu. Ma te sangastu akarmani. Do not become the karma phala hetu. Karma phala hetu means the cause of creating karma phala. There is no word kriya phala. The word is karma phala. So when the kriya are associated with the doership, then the karma happens. Therefore, karma karoni akartrutva. So how to do that? Whatever our obligations, if we are doing our duties, we are not obliging anybody. That is the meaning of akartrutva. It is not, I will not do it. Again in Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter, Bhagavan says, Kim karma kima karmeti kavayo petra mohitaha. What is the meaning of the karma, akarma, vikarma? Even many people get confused. The idea is, do your karma not as an obligation to anybody, but it is time pass. Time pass means what? Success and failure is not the criteria, but fulfillment in action, not fulfillment from action. So karma karoni akartrutva. Then sarva bhogoni abhoktrutva. This was we have been telling you. Experience without experiencer. When experiencer is not born, no comments are made. When experiencer is born, then, oh, it was so good, oh, it was boring, it was nice, but it should have been like this thing. Immediately the experiencer is born. Sarva bhogoni abho. Aise samartya jnanache. This is what is called as the knowledge makes one silent. Very simple. Which knowledge makes one silent? The knowledge that we are. Being is the ultimate silence. Sad darshana. You know that one of the texts of Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, Sat Darshana. Sat, pure existence. Sat, unqualified existence. Sat, without any attributes. Sat, without becoming, just being. One day you will discover this. Being is knowing, and knowing is being. You cannot know without being. You cannot be without knowing. They are not two. This is the meaning. ऐसी सामर्थ्य ज्ञानाचे. जगावे आणि जगू द्यावे न इतरा समारावे जगणे आणि जगविणे हेची सद्वस्तु बापारे. Now we have to recognize what is this Paramatma, the knowledge, the divinity that we are, Satchit Ananda. So what is the meaning of expression of Sat in our life? The cause is never known, only the effects are known. If we are Satchidananda, then what are the effects of Sat? What are the effects of Chit? What are the effects of Ananda? If those effects are manifested, then we are living like that. So, first, Jagave ani jagu dave, you live, let others live. Don't meddle in anybody's life. Many times we impose our views on others. Hey friends, one of the most important things which is necessary for us Indian to know that we have to train our children to make their own decisions in life. Don't make decisions for the children. They are not baby, all the time. Don't do this, let them take it. If you see Discovery Channel or any adventurous things that you see on TV or this Animal Planet, all those who are engaged in those adventurous things, they are all whites, majority of them. Why? Because they are allowed to make their decisions and grow strong in life. It's so important, my friends. All the time, you can imagine a man or a boy, 40 years of age, and a mother, 60 years of age. They are going in a market, and the boy is holding the mummy's finger. Mummy, I want a chocolate. Will it look good? Let them make their decisions. Therefore, you live, let others live. Don't meddle in anybody's life. We get involved and then suffer. See? Jagave ani jagudaya. Now, there are two things when we get frustrated in life or we get into yoga. Both are equal. So, when we get frustrated in life, what is the ultimate? I want to commit suicide, and they commit suicide. And those who go in yoga, for what they go? I want to live healthy and long life. Both of them have got the same issue. One is wanting to kill himself because I am body. If the body is killed, I am killed. The other one, also the same issue. I am the body. If the body lives long, I live long. Foolishness is the same. One is a shortcut, second is a long cut. Therefore, you live and let others live. We are not here to make judgment or evaluation of anybody. Then, na itarasa marame. Never have a destructive attitude towards anybody in life. Then, jagane ani jagavine. You live happily. And if you are living happily, only happiness will spread around you. Hey friends, like for a magnet, there is a magnetic field, is it not? In the same manner, if the divine bliss is manifesting in us, there will be a magnetic field. Upanishad says, Sarvani Bhutani Enam Samvanchanti. Such great masters are loved and liked by everybody. Because now the divinity is expressing. So Zagavi ani Zagudave, na Itarasa Marave, Zagadiya ani Zagavide, H Sad Vastu Bhapare. This is called as expression of Sat in our life. Then we come to the Chit. Na phasave, na phasavave, na itara se dhokavave, kote padi na jagave, echi siddvastu vapare. Now, being simple doesn't mean being dumb. If we get cheated by somebody, then we are dumb. We are not spiritual seekers. Nobody can take us for a ride. Live in alertness. The three qualities of the mind consciously has to be recognized and cultivated if it is not. First is, mind must be quiet, at peace. Second, must be alert. Alert means aware of what is happening around. Alertness is necessary. Quietness also happens in sleep. Dumb people are also quiet. That is not the mind. Quiet, alert. We are aware of all that is happening around us. And third, vigilant. Vigilant means when we are interacting with the world, are we depositing impressions in the form of likes and dislikes or not? Interact with the world, but protect your mind from gathering the impressions of likes and dislikes. You know what is affluence, prosperity? More the desires we can fulfill, more affluent we are. See? And what is the logic behind the likes and dislikes? No logic. And our whole life is lived under the influence of likes and dislikes, then this is what we say, we are prosperous. Is there slavery? It is not prosperity. Therefore, don't have that anybody can cheat us. How? Nobody can cheat. Nobody should cheat us, and we should not cheat others. And therefore, let us live in the knowledge and wisdom. This is called as the Chit, the consciousness. So Sat is existence. You live, let others live. Chit is don't deceive anybody, don't get deceived by anybody. Live in alertness. And the third aspect is Ananda. Hasave ani hasavave na itarasa dukhavave sada prasanna asave hasa ananda bapare. So important. God has given us human face only to smile. Remaining serious is not wisdom, it is boredom. What happened to Gadbadananda Maharaj? I don't know, yaar, since I am realized, it's happening like this. Because everything is mithya, no interest in anything. Maro. Life is an expression of joy. See, friends, therefore, when it is said we should laugh, we should understand this also. Laugh at yourself. Smile at the world. We do the other way around. What is the difference between laugh and smile? Laugh is an expression of ridicule, insult. If somebody, and this kind of jokes are typical of America. Americans don't have wit and humor. They are dumb. You see, there is one series of video in USA. It's called as uh, America's joke videos or fun videos, something like that. And I watch one or two of them, I say, hey, you're dumb. Somebody is going and somebody will throw one skin of the banana and that person doesn't see and he steps and he falls. Is it a joke? Wit and humor is of different quality. But we do not differentiate between wit, humor and the jokes. I was in Kaivalya Dham in Maharashtra and we were having a Vedanta course and I was talking that particular time on Brahma Sutra. Brahma Sutra is a very deep text and the students were committed. Therefore, it was going very deep and silently. And there was one lady who happened to come there, so she was attending because my lectures are free. There is no fees for anything. So after that was over, she came. Swamiji, I have been listening to you for so many years, but what happened to you now? What happened? You are not telling jokes. That day I discovered people think I am a joker. See? There is a difference between jokes and wit and humor. Wit and humor has a reference. Joke has only the action. See? Therefore, na hasave, na hasavave, hasave, ani hasavave. Remain cheerful and happy. Now how to do that? If somebody does a mistake, I did this and I learned from this. One old lady in somebody's house I went. I knew her earlier also. Must be about 1995, not out. So I went. I said, Amma, how are you? It was my mistake. I must suffer for that. So, oh, Swamiji, you have completely sit down, sit down. And then started. This morning, when I got out of the bed, I stepped down and I got a twist in my ankle. And now the calf muscles are paining. And her description was so live, I started getting it in me. Sakshat aparukshanubhuti. When she was telling that, her grandson called, Swamiji, 1 minute. I said, Mama, I'll come. He is calling me. How can you listen to Dadima, same thing again and again? Then what should I plug her mouth? No. Do what we do. So what you do? We show her fingers. That means you told us 4 times, now stop it. So she keeps quiet. Very good. Guru Maharaj, I got Upadesh. Again, Swamiji, what I was telling you, I forgotten. Never mind. I tell again. Is it Raman? Tell again. So when she started, this morning when I got up, I told her. How many times will you tell it? Therefore, never ask old people about their health. They will make you unhealthy. Now, if we are old, never talk about your health issues to anybody, except the doctor. Otherwise, wherever we go, the same thing, People have got sufficient problems. Let us not distribute, Learn to digest your issues by yourself. Spreading is no good. Therefore, hasave ani hasavave. Remain cheerful. And once you develop this technique, you will see even in the difficulties, you will be able to smile and go through. Ani Na itna se dhoka, and never cheat others. See? What is the cheating? Telling lies and presenting something what it is not. Like what? Like the smile on the face of a air hostess. See? When you go, hello, welcome. हाँ गया, बैठ रहे हैं. See? We deceive ourselves the most. We don't deceive anybody. Then, na itarasa dukhavaave. Don't hurt anybody. We hurt somebody by ridicule. Never ridicule anybody. Never talk about somebody's shortcomings on his or her face. No, but mummy, you told us that we should tell the truth. Yes, we should tell the truth. Then the child called mummy from the front door. Mummy, mummy, yes, beta, what happened? One ganja has come. Ganja means bald. One bald has come. So the old lady comes out and, why do you say like that? Mummy, you only told me, tell the truth. He is bald, so I told him bald has come. Now what we have to understand? Truth we should speak, but before that we should think, is it necessary to talk? More than what we should talk, we must know what we should not talk. See? Then only we don't hurt others. And friends, the hurt wound created by the words is more painful than the wound created by this sword. Body wounds can be healed. The wounds created in the mind by the words doesn't get healed. Important. So, sada prasanna asave, remain ever cheerful and happy. This is called asa ananda vapare. So, let Paramatma express through us. Do not struggle to have God's vision. I want to see God. What will you do? Many people ask this thing. Swamiji, when will you have God's vision? I said, okay, imagine I am God. Now what next? How long will you remain? After some, God, wait, I am going to bathroom. Bathroom also there is God. See, remember one thing. Truth can be known only by being. You cannot know without being. Knowing without being is a concept. It is not a concept, it is a reality. Therefore, let this Satchidananda manifest through us. And therefore, don't struggle for God realization. Let Him express through us. He can express through us only under one condition. What is that condition? Are we fit instrument so that He can express through us? And what is the fit instrument? These three things. See? You live, let others live. You don't get cheated, don't cheat others. You remain happy, don't hurt others. If these three things are practiced, we are practicing spiritual life. Pralay jaise ekanira taise brahmacharachara dujana hi anumatra pahata nadise kotei. Like in the Mahapralaya, there is only one water and everything is submerged in that. In the same manner, the whole world is nothing but this absolute existence, and in this alone everything is existing. Differences are because of the forms. In our scriptures, the truth is indicated at three levels. It is called as Brahman or Paramatma or Bhagavan. For the three types of students, those who are able to study, understand, contemplate, Vedanta students, they refer the reality as Brahman. Those who are not that much able to, but they are able to understand to a great extent, they call Paramatma. And those who are at a very lower level of evolution, they call Bhagavan. Now see, a Brahman without attributes. So, none of your faculties will function. This is Brahman. Kathopanishad. Etadvaitat. You are not thinking. Your mind has come to a halt. You are not sleeping. This experience, where experiencer is not born, is Brahman. Now the Paramatma. That one which is controlling the heat of the fire, that one which is controlling the smell of the earth, that which is controlling the taste in the water, that which is controlling the touch in the air, that which is controlling the sound in the space, that which is controlling the health in the life, that which is controlling the disease in the body. That is Paramatma. Paramatma is the Saguna Nirakara with attributes but no form. Brahman is no attributes, no forms. Nirgun Nirakara. Paramatma Saguna Nirakara. Then, next step, Bhagavan Saguna Sakara. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna has come and did this. Easier for those who are buried in body identification. They cannot think of God without the form. Therefore, when we are living at our different levels of existence, when we are living at a body level, we must have Saguna Sakar, Vigraha and Puja, everything is necessary. When we are leading our spiritual life with a self-control, that time we must accept Paramatma. And when we are beyond this, then we are merging in the Absolute, because now we are left with no questions, no doubt. This is the ultimate. So, in this manner, they say Brahmacharachara, Dujana hi Anumatra, where there is no sense of otherness at all. ऐसे केवळ ब्रह्म झाले नरदेही सार्थक केले आपण तरुण तरले कृपाळूपणे जग सर्व. In this manner, when we merge our individuality in the divine, our life is fulfilled. Naradehi sarthaka झाले. Life is fulfilled. Otherwise, sasyamiva martyaha pachyate sasyamiva jayate puna. Like the grass we grow, like the grass we perish. Is this all being a human being? Therefore, apana taruna tarale krupalupane jagasarva. Bhagavan Raman Maharshi is the ideal for us. See? He himself has attained fulfillment, and those who are following him in letter and spirit, they also attain fulfillment. That is the life's completeness. आपण तरुण तरले कृपाळू पडे जग सर्व ज्ञानी आणि जगदीश येते भेदाचा नसेलेश असे स्वमुखे श्रीकृष्ण परेश सांगे गीत्यातून. The wise man and the God are not two. Jnani tu atmaiva me matam, Bhagavad Gita says. See? In the 7th chapter, see, there are 4 types of people. चतुर्विधा भजन्ते माम जना सुकृतिर्जुन आर्तो जिज्ञासु अर्थार्थी ज्ञानी च भरतर्षभ तेषां ज्ञानी नित्ययुक्तः बिकॉज ज्ञानी तो आत्मैव मे मतम then wise man and God, they are not two. Wise man is the instrument through which God is expressing. Like the light and the electricity, they are not two. Electricity is expressing through the bulb. See, as light. Therefore, ज्ञानी आणि जगदीश येथे भेदाचा नसे लेश स्वये असे स्वमुखे श्रीकृष्ण परेश सांगे गीतेतून नित्य भूपाळी पठण प्रातकाळी करता जाण तू सहजशी होशील ब्रह्म अवश्य फळ हे ज्ञानाचे. Therefore, when you reflect on these lines every morning, Bhupali is the first thought that should come in our mind. And when you are regularly doing it, reflecting again and again, you will attain oneness with the divine. In this manner, जीवराया से बोध केला सद्गुरु तेने तृप्त झाला जीवराया आनंदला गातो माधव सब प्रेमे. In this manner, the disciple was instructed and he discovered his essential nature, and by that the Sadguru felt fulfillment. See, in Kathopanishad, when Yamaraj sees the quality of the student, Nachiket, that time Yamaraj, the Guru, says, this is only thing that we desire in our life, that a disciple like should come in our life. See how much important it is. And what was his greatness? He was not tempted, distracted from the path that he has taken. In this manner, the Guru Maharaj finds fulfillment. With this we conclude, offer this seva at the feet of Bhagwan Raman Maharshi. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.